I'm Sana, and welcome to another episode of the Elder Scrolls Online in chronological order. Right, uh, we are a Minotaur, and I am fed up with this stuff by the looks of it. I like it. Alright, cool. It's been a while since I played. I have been living in this hole called Path of Exile 2. It's in early access and I've been playing it non-stop. This is the first time I'm touching a different game since the release from last Friday. As soon as I logged in I was like, whoa, this character moves fast. Like, holy moly. Not used to that anymore. It's funny how quick you can forget certain games once you're completely sucked up into a different one. What I did manage to do right before Path of Exile's early access launched was this golden pursuit for the month. So the December had a larger one. Remember the month before this was easier. So I initially didn't really know what it was, but it's basically just a battle pass like do a bunch of things, get some rewards, fill up the bar and get a big reward at the end. And I got the big reward at the end. It's a bear. And I unironically think that the bear is really cool. So I was thinking, no, it's good. I am riding a bear already. I'm riding this bear, but maybe we should like ride this one for a bit because it's kind of cool. Look how pretty. It's not really matched a Minotaur, but the mount is cool. Like it has these nice things beneath the feet. And it's just really, really colorful. I really like it. Absolutely, it's my gem. So I figured we're gonna ride on this one for a bit. Right, I also have a bazillion buffs on me because of course last episode we finally hit level 50, max level. And we swapped to the 1-bar heavy attack build with the open soul ring. I don't think I fully explained the build last episode, did I? I just kinda assumed that everyone would know what this 1-bar heavy attack build is about, but maybe you don't even know. Like that could totally be the thing. So the 1-bar heavy attack build, what it means is that because we are using this this unique legendary whatever ring, it allows us to get all these buffs. You can see it by the tooltip. We get all these minor and major buffs, but we are unable to swap between our primary and backup weapons. So that's why it's called 1-bar. We can't swap weapons anymore, so we are completely reliant on this one weapon. And thus also the only 5 skills that we can use need to be good ones. But as a trade-off you get like all these bazillion buffs. So what do you do if you only have 1 bar? Usually it pairs with a heavy attack. And that is then these two sets. So we have the Surgeon set and the Storm Master. Now you have different combinations, like you can mix and match with other sets that also utilizes the heavy attacks. But these two were the most common ones. And I prefer these anyway. Like Surgeon's gear got nerfed a little. In the time that this Oaken Soul Ring was released into the game, people were using Surgeon's gear already. And it has since then been nerfed a little, but it's still very good. So what the Surgeon's gear does is like whenever you have the 5 set pieces, well, you can read the tooltip, you gain a buff for 5 seconds and then the heavy attack is buffed and that just kind of recurs every single time. And then the Storm Master helmet, or helmet, the set, the 5-piece bonus, when you deal critical damage with a fully charged heavy attack, our heavy attacks will do an additional damage. So you are reliant on the crit a little, but I figured that it happens often enough, like you crit often enough that it's just a nice little bonus to have. We're using 1 monster piece. I have the one for crit chance, you know, the slime crawl, because crit is going to help. And that's how I do it. We have the Storm Master for the headpiece, for the gloves, and the legs, and the boots, and the belt. So basically your entire gear, your armor is all going to be Storm Master. Then I have one piece that's chest that's going to be Surgeons, and I have the neck and the ring and the weapon, and that makes 5 piece. Also, it's a lightning step, obviously, because you want to use the wall of elements to set enemies off balance so that they take increased damage from heavy attacks. So it all synergizes really well to go with the lightning staff. So unfortunately, we're not that icy warden-y anymore, but it should still be fine. So then, when your main attack, your main source of damage is coming from your heavy attack, because that's what you're juicing all your damage into. That means that all these skills are going to be for utility and survivability and whatnot. So we have the Unstable Wall of Storm to set enemies off balance so that they take increased damage. I go with Elemental Despicability so that we can apply Major Breach to them, so that they take more damage. I have a heal. I've said this many times before. I am swapping to a different heal in time whenever I max out the Green Balance skill line. We're going for the Icy heal, which also pulses out AoE and not just healing, so that's going to be healing and damage. That's going to be good. I have Winter's Revenge for now. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep it, but for now it's fine. I might go with a different skill later on, but this is just nice. It's just some frost over. It's just AoE, it's dots, it's whatever. It's good. It's fine. It's just something. And then we have the Fetcher Infection, which is also a dot that you can put on enemy, and especially for bosses and enemies that are going to live longer, this is going to be really nice. Yeah, they get minor vulnerability for the duration, increasing their damage taken. So this one combining with Elemental Despicability, setting them off balance. It's just going to be a good time when you have when you're fighting against bosses. Now you could argue that your ult, your bear, is one of the weaker ults. There are definitely better ultimates out there that will contribute to your damage or survivability much more. But I am a warden, and wardens are friends with bears, and that's why the bear will always be here, and that's a hill I'm willing to die on. Like, we're not changing the bear ever. If I'm playing warden, that bear is staying. So I'm not that min-maxy anyway. Like, I just like to have fun, and the class fantasy is really important to me. So, and the bear is part of that. The fact that I'm a minotaur has nothing to do with that. I'm not sure how class fantasy a warden minotaur is, but you know, we're going with it. It's just kind of fun. It occurs to me that I have no food buffs whatsoever active. I should definitely get some to bump up my my health and stuff. But I suppose for questing and just running around doing not much important, it doesn't really matter much. So, with that all said, the introduction to the build I'm going for. Oh, if you're wondering where to get the items, by the way, these are all base game dungeons, so you don't need DLCs to get this stuff. So if you're free to play like I am, you run sewers. The Wayrest sewers for the Surgeon's gear, and Tempest Island for Storm Master. I believe I said that correctly. Did I? Dungeon specific. Yeah, you run Wayrest sewers for the Surgeon's gear, and Tempest Island for the Storm Master. So those two are base game dungeons. They're easily soloable. Wayrest Sewers 1 is soloable. Wayrest Sewers 2, technically yes, but you need to do some cheese mechanics with a follower, actually. I have soloed Wayrest Sewers before, but I was using Bastion as a follower, and I had him set as a tank, and I am a caster from very, very far away. I let Bastion go in first and tank the boss, and he keeps himself alive good enough, like, throughout the entire fight. And I am standing all the way back, like, if you know the boss I'm talking about, right? It's literally, I think, the first boss you encounter. So what normally happens is that these statues will, hello, NPC, no. So what normally happens is these statues on the side of the arena will pin a character, and normally you're in a group and other people need to interrupt those statues so that you are not pinned down anymore, or snared, or whatever you want to call it. But when you're solo, obviously there is nobody else to interrupt the statues. So what you have to do to cheese it is, like, I send Bastion in as a tank, let him grab aggro. I stand all the way back on the stairs at the back of the room near the exit, just close enough to reach my heavy attacks, and that's all I'm doing. Like, I'm not moving, and as long as Bastion stays alive and holds aggro, the statues will actually not grab you because you are so far away. You're like at the edge of the arena, maximum distance, and the boss won't come for you. And if Bastion keeps himself alive and just tanks, you can just chip down the health of the boss slowly but surely, and you'll get it done. And the rest of the fights are easy. Like in the rest of the dungeon, nothing is keeping you from completing it solo. It's just the first boss. So with the follower cheese, you can totally do it. Otherwise, it's probably not gonna happen. So that's the thing. But you don't need to do Wayward Sewers 2 really to get all the stuff. You can do Wayward Sewers 1. The only thing that is nice about doing number 2 instead of number 1 is that the quality of the items are 1 up, right? Like, it drops purple quality stuff. So especially for accessories, whereas the upgrading the accessories takes materials that are just a little harder to come by, and if you don't have the money to buy them off a trader, or you just don't have them at all, having purple quality is already huge, obviously. But you can just, take the blue quality and upgrade it later on. Like, it's completely fine. I don't think it's worth the effort of trying to solo the number 2 Wayward Sewers. I mean, you don't have to solo it. Obviously, I'm talking from a solo perspective because I never play with other people. I always play on my own. So I'm always thinking of this, like, solo self-found perspective where I'm like, I have to do it all on my own. Because that's how I enjoy the game. But obviously, when you're with a group of friends or you're in a party, you can always say, like, at the beginning of a dungeon, hey, I'm looking for X and X item. If you get it, might I have it? If you don't need it, you can always ask for that. But I'm talking from a solo perspective where I'm like, if I can't solo it, then I need to find a different way to do it. Maybe by cheese or a workaround. Or I just settle for Wayward Sewers 1 in this case, so the quality might be a bit lower, but at least I can get my items and I can just upgrade them later on. And that's how I did it. And I've upgraded them all to gold eventually. Like, it took me a while, but I think this was a set that was worth investing all the materials into to get everything to the highest rarity. I think it's nice. And I've also, over time, adjusted all the stats on it. I have a transmute station in my house, so getting the rings to bloodthirsty, for example, or getting precise on my weapon, you can see the icon that's next to precise. That means that it's been transmuted. So it didn't come with this stat. I had to make it that stat. And I've done that with almost everything. Some things came with divines. I was lucky enough that this one was divines, but these, for example, were not. I had to transmute all of those, so I had to run a lot of dungeons and do a lot of pledges to get my transmute charges. Like, this was a month or 2 project eventually. I mean, I have a lot of alts, so I was just queuing up for my random dungeon every day on multiple alts, like 6-7 alts a day, sometimes 10, depending on how burned out I was. I would run the normal daily random dungeon, and I would get an X amount of transmute charges, and I repeat that for like a few days, a week, or whatever, and I finally had enough to transmute everything into the right step. But it's worth it. Like, in the end, this is a set that you can, of course, always just stash in your bank or in a coffer in your house, and any other character can use it. So it's definitely where, like, if you like the playstyle of one certain build and you have all the gear for it, it's totally worth investing a lot of resources in it, because if you're not playing this character, then maybe you want to play the build on a different character, on a different class or whatever, and then you can just slap on the gear on a different character. So I think it's always worth investing some stuff in it if you like the playstyle that comes with gear like this. Alright, and now back to the actual game. I've been rambling on for like half of this video just about gear. Oh. What am I doing? Where am I? I am in Stormhaven. I arrived here. The last time I think we were like having issues with the paranoid guy who was being completely manipulated in his sleep. And let's see where we are now, what this dame wants.
Damned foreigners. Nothing but trouble around here ever since the Duke married King Faharajad's daughter. And now there's a Redguard army on our doorstep, expecting the Knights of the Flame to just stand aside.
What's going on here? Like, I really feel this sentence is me right now. Like, what's going on? What?
Envoy Darima marches up with an army claiming she's on a diplomatic mission from King Faharajad of Alakir. She says her message is for Duke Nathaniel alone and demands entry. All I have to say is over my dead body.
Right, and she couldn't come in alone?
My mission is clear. No one from the Redguard camp allowed in the castle. I'm a Knight of the Flame, and I will enforce that directive to my dying breath. Sir Hughes is the head of our order. If you have concerns, speak to him inside the castle.
Am I going to be a Karen right now? Like, I'm going to talk to your manager kind of vibes? Okay. I guess I am. Ah, lovely little town. Well, I say little, it's not that little, is it? Cool. This messenger is part of it, I assume?
Oh, gall and pox!
Oh.
Dame Dabienne wanted me to tell the Duke you were coming here. You saved me back in Coglin Village. I'm the messenger, the one in the warehouse.
And you didn't do your job, did you?
I'm sorry. I got back here and I had to tell my parents and my friends about the slaver attack down at the village. And then it just completely slipped my mind. Not much point in doing it now.
No, indeed. Maybe you should look for a different occupation.
I can't believe I forgot to announce you to the Duke. I really am sorry. I hope you can forgive me.
This is the second message you forgot to deliver.
Oh yeah! I forgot to deliver the message to the constable in Coglin Village as well. That's actually kind of funny, isn't it? Unless... Are you frustrated with me?
I think you're a terrible messenger, or do I think... I think it's both, but I think you're a terrible messenger.
I know. You're right. I've never been a very good messenger. I always wanted to be a king, or a duke, or
Sure.
something more important.
Yeah.
But here I am. I'm doing my best. Please don't tell anyone about this. I'll do better next time, I promise.
Oh god, he's not quitting. Okay. I mean, we all want to be something grand, right? Like, I'd love to be a millionaire. It's not gonna happen. Oh boy. Just imagine, you had like really important news and you just don't deliver it. Like, stuff can go wrong very quickly if you don't come forward with the knowledge. So this guy needs to step up his game, that's for sure. Sir Hughes, hello.
You're welcome to Alcair Castle. I'm sure you noticed King Faharajad's army camped outside our walls, so you can understand why Duke Nathaniel is not entertaining guests. I should hope you're not here to add to our troubles.
No, I might be able to help.
Don't hear that too often, but it's most welcome. If blood gets spilled here, it could destroy the fragile alliance holding together the Daggerfall Covenant. We need to defuse this situation as quickly as possible.
I like how he's very quick to trust a stranger that just marches in. It's just like, yeah, I want help. Letting the Redguard envoy in would be a good start.
Damn it. Dame Follett is holding the envoy up at the gate, isn't she? Never questioning orders is Follett's strength and her weakness. I'll have to send word to make an exception. Meantime, I actually have a task you'd be well suited for.
Sure, what can I do?
It's a sensitive matter. We've intercepted secret messages to King Faharajad from someone inside the castle who goes by the alias of Almundine. My hope is that a little research in the library might reveal where this term comes from.
Okay, I'll check the library.
Unfortunately, the Duke requires that he personally approve all visitors to the library.
Oh, what?
And he can't know about this. The library guard, Sir Gregory, perhaps you can persuade him to look the other way, or, failing that, to leave his post.
I need to bribe the guard.
Again, you must keep this quiet. The Duke is already overwhelmed, and hearing about a spy inside the castle might push him over the edge. Get past Sir Gregory and into the library. Find out who Almundine is, and report back to me personally.
Can't you order Sir Gregory to let me into the library?
I cannot defy the Duke's orders.
Of course you
not
can't.
with an army at the gates. You can. One thing that might help. Sir Gregory is insanely jealous of his wife.
Oh.
In his mind, she would be the sheath to every knight's blade.
Okay.
You didn't hear it from me.
That's a term. Okay. What does the Duke plan to do about the Red Guards? I'm not going to play mental games with this guy. It's gonna
For better
bribe
or
him.
worse, the Duke defers to me on the matter for now. Nathaniel shares King Emmerich's bloodline, but not his talent for calm under pressure. Of course, the Duke's wife being King Faharajad's daughter doesn't make matters easier.
The Duchess is from Alikir?
Indeed. Duchess Lakana is one of King Faharajad's youngest daughters. They say he was quite fond of her. She doesn't speak of her father much, but I think those ties run deeper than she lets on.
Right, okay. Time to bribe the library guard. Is he downstairs? He totally is. Alright, Sir Gregory.
Hold it right there! This is Duke Nathaniel's personal library. No access without his express permission.
Seriously, what do you hide in a library that you need, like, permission to go and look at books? Like, honestly.
If it's an emergency, you want the armory, not the library. It's just books in there. Honestly, I don't know why the Duke's so worried about it, but he is. If I let you in, I'd be kicked out of the castle. Probably my wife, too.
Okay, I can intimidate the guy. That's probably the most direct approach, because if I'm going to ask something about his wife, he's going to send me on some errand. So, Gregory did nothing wrong. Let's be clear about that. We have no beef. He didn't upset me in any way. But I might punch his face if he doesn't let me in.
Hey, that's not very nice. My face is nice, though, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't like being threatened, though. Of course, it's not like anyone would know if you went in there.
Exactly. I'll be fast.
All right. You can go in, but don't say a word to anyone about this, or I'll lose my job. Remember, not a word.
Okay, I'll be quiet. Okay. Books. This book contains a list of names dating back several years. The majority of the names are Breton. There are no Orc or Redguard names on the list. Okay, that's not important then. Tax book. Ugh. The ledger contains various numbers and information dealing with taxes. The numbers vary little from year to year, although recently Duke Nathaniel's purchased several lots of fine ales and wines. I mean, the guy just got taste. He's just living his best life. If I could get fine ale and wine, I would do so. Okay. The royal lineage of Sentinel. Oh, look, it's being mentioned here. Royal Majesty's ever-glorious descendancy is assured in the person of his eldest daughter Mariah, the Jewel of Satakalam, his second daughter Lakana, the Star of the Almundine, and the young Crown Prince Azah, the Lion of Antiphilos. Okay. Well, I'm sure someone will make something out of this. It's not me, I'm just a Minotaur. I'm just here for Unga Bunga brute force. He's gone. Gregory's gone. Oh, I don't hope he got fired.
Sometimes a true knight must undertake a mission that requires reading books rather than slaying monsters. Such is what I asked of you. Did you learn anything in the library?
Almundine is Duchess Lakana herself. Apparently my character made up more out of that than I did. That's great.
I feared as much. We have to proceed carefully now. We don't want to alert the Duchess or King Faharajad to the fact that we know about the secret communications.
Okay.
I hate to say it,
Woohoo.
but I'm going to have to speak with the Duke about this. The fact that the Duchess is sending secret letters to her father is serious cause for concern. We need to know exactly what they're planning, though.
What do you propose?
After speaking with King Faharajad's envoy, Duchess Lakana asked to go out and negotiate with the Redguard general herself. Clearly, we can't allow that. but the Duchess is refusing to let the envoy leave to deliver her message.
Okay, so I go and deliver the message.
My thoughts exactly. And in so doing, you would win her confidence. You already helped get the envoy through the gates, so Lakana will be inclined to trust you. Go speak with her upstairs. Do whatever you must to learn her plans.
Okay. Ah, now we go upstairs. Toop, toop, toop. Read some more books while I'm here. Hello, Duchess Lakana. Letter from Duke. Can I just read this? I mean, reading is a strong word. I'm not really reading.
Darima told me you spoke to Sir Hughes about Dame Follett. Thank you. You don't know what a relief it is to have her here. I am an outsider in Alcaire Castle, with no one I can fully trust. Sometimes I even wonder if I can trust the Duke.
Why do you say that?
Because there have been several attempts made on my life, all from someone within these walls. An Alakir poison intended for my lips killed one of my tasters just a few days ago.
And why would someone want to kill you?
There are many rivals for the throne in Alakir. They despise the Covenant, and they would kill me to destroy it. My father has been trying to identify the assassins. I must speak with General Thoda at the camp outside, but I am forbidden.
Why not send an envoy?
Because Darima is the only one in the castle I can fully trust. I need her here, and I fear that if she leaves, they may not permit her to return.
So I'm your messenger.
Can I trust you? You did intercede on our behalf with Sir Hughes. Very well. But General Thoda will not expect you. You will need to get his attention. It may be difficult, but if you could best some of his warriors, he will want to see you.
I can Unga Bunga? I mean, I'm down.
Thank you. Things are truly desperate when a daughter of King Faharajad must rely on the generosity of a stranger. But I do believe in you.
That's quick.
The future of the Covenant, and my life, depends on you. Rupka, go with you, friend.
Who? Who's that? Who's Rupka? I'm not gonna ask questions. I have a suspicion that the Duke is being haunted by nightmares and someone is telling him sweet little lies when he's asleep. I think that's the case, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe something else is going on. Alright, where do we go? Challenge Alakir soldiers. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, we're jumping down from here. Okay, okay. Yo, this bear is so cool. I like it. Oh, someone engaged with that guy and then ran away. The quest objective is just running away from him. Like, wait, what? Yo, this bear is so cool. I really like it. I really do like it. Okay. Does it have a mount special, actually? I say mount special, but it's not WoW. Champion.
You should walk with more respect.
Whoa.
You're in a camp full of soldiers who have been sitting still too long. Someone may decide to use you for sword practice.
Oh, I didn't mean to click.
Please me more.
I didn't mean to click. My finger just spasmed out and just started clicking. I did not mean to interrupt him like that. I'm so sorry, but okay, let's go.
Let us dance then.
Okay, I can heavy attack. I haven't played this ever since I actually swapped to this, but this is the first time I'm actually playing the build. We don't have to do light attacks anymore. Okay, let's do that again.
Let us dance then.
Oh. I can just do that. Okay.
Not bad.
Right, then you.
Ha! Who is this little pipsqueak walking through our camp? Perhaps I turn you into a pincushion?
I'm always up for a fight.
As am I. Watch and see a true warrior in action.
Wow. Okay.
Let us dance, then. Well fought.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to accidentally hit an innocent and get a bounty on my head, so I'm going to move to someone where I can't accidentally hit innocents.
My brother was sent off to battle against the Ebonheart Pact, and I am assigned to escort a diplomat to Stormhaven? This is not what I expected when I signed on to serve in King Faharajad's army.
And I didn't sign up to hear your life story, but here we are. Oh, I can't even challenge you? What's this? Alright, I see this guy's up for it.
What have we here? You come strutting through our camp with such attitude? Perhaps someone needs to teach you a lesson.
Okay, your eyes are very close together, and I think you look stupid, so let's fight.
Nothing would please me more.
There you go.
Let us dance then.
There you go.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is a military camp, not fit for the likes of you.
Got something against
Be
militaries?
on your way, little one.
You want to fight?
Very well. We shall see who fights best.
It's going to be me.
Let us dance then.
There you
Well
go.
fought.
That's what I thought. Am I done? I am done. Who do I talk to? Okay. Did he even see that? Like, I have to talk to the general, but did he even see me fight 5 soldiers of his? How can I earn the respect if he didn't even see me? He's just gonna have to believe me on my word.
You don't look so dangerous. Yet you waltz into my camp.
Did he
and
peek
pick
out of the
fights with
window
my
to
soldiers.
see me do that?
Tell me why I should not simply cut off your head where you stand.
Pro. So savage. Duchess Lacana sent me.
The princess, she is all right then?
Oh dear.
That is good. King Faharajad sent me to protect her, but there is little I can do from out here. I do not wish to start a war, but I will if my king orders it. I await new orders even now.
Do you know who tried to poison her?
Ah, yes, indeed. The poison maker was quite stubborn, but he spoke a name with his dying breath. It means nothing to me, though. He said, Follett.
Follett? She's one of the Knights of the Flame.
She is. Then she is in the castle. Go then, quickly. Tell Lacana so that she may be prepared for this wench assassin. I cannot go in, so you must protect her.
Is she the one who's getting manipulated in her sleep? She wouldn't let the envoy through. And now the poison maker also calls her name?
Taking the chasm was necessary. But by
Maybe
the
she
soul
is
of
the
Tuwaka,
one.
I would prefer never to have to fight over ground like that.
Oh, is there a lore book here? Hello. Lore book. Once. There we go. Gotta get a lore book. Oh, I need to go upstairs. I don't really run in an intimidating way, do I? Like, that's one thing that I just... The watching from the back, watching my character run, looks a bit... I don't know. The front is fine, I suppose, but nah, the back isn't really doing it for me. Maybe I needed to have a more intimidating run, but I don't have one. Alright.
It is a relief to see you returned. I fear I might have asked too much.
Really?
Tell me, though, did General Thoda have any new insights into the source of these assassination attempts?
Dame Follett purchased the poison.
What? The Knights of the Flame are sworn to protect me. Why would one try to take my life? I know Dame Follett spoke out against my marriage to the Duke, but I can't imagine how that could motivate her to murder. I hope Dame Follett was acting alone in this. If there is a wider conspiracy, I fear for what that might mean for our future.
General Thoda suggested you leave the castle.
No, this will not do.
Okay.
To run would be to surrender to this madwoman's hatred. Follett is the one who must pay. Though I don't always agree with him, Sir Hughes is a good man, and I trust him. Tell him of Follett's betrayal. He will see justice served.
Okay.
I can't believe my suspicions were so far from the truth. The assassin being a Breton only makes the situation more volatile. Please, tell Sir Hughes and ask him to resolve this matter swiftly.
Why is it more volatile?
Because it has greater potential for destroying the Daggerfall Covenant. My choice to go to my father for help rather than the Knights of the Flame only made matters worse. I'm sorry for that now.
But that's how you learned it was Dame Follett.
Indeed. But perhaps it would have been better if Sir Hughes had uncovered that truth. No time for regrets, though. We will do this properly now. Let Sir Hughes handle it. It is what's best for the Covenant.
Okay, sure. Is he down below? Yeah, he is. Okay. He is over there. Hello.
I trust you've earned the Duchess' confidence by now. That's good. Have you been able to learn why she was conspiring with her father?
Yeah, she feared for her life.
After the attempt on her life, that makes sense, but why go to her father? The Knights of the Flame are here to protect her. It makes no sense. Why would he send an army here? The assassin's poison came from Alakir. The Duchess said so herself.
Yeah, but it was Dame Follett who purchased the poison.
Dame Follett? Are you certain? That's a grave accusation. Of course she was opposed to the marriage. We'll have to question her, but sending a Knight of the Flame to apprehend her might not be wise.
So I do it, of course.
I was hoping you might volunteer. That would help avoid a scene.
Do I have authority?
Follett's home is north of the inn. If you'll go there first, I'll get some of my men and come as backup.
Okay. Like, do I have that much authority that she's, like, gonna follow me? She could just say, like, no, punch me in the face and walk away. She's not obliged to follow me. I wanted to jump over it, but unfortunately. Oh. Okay. Well.
If this is what it's come down to, then so be it.
Okay. Bye. I was supposed to just take her in and now I killed her. Whoops. I killed her.
Where's Follett? Did she run?
No, she attacked. I killed her.
I'm sorry to hear that. You did what had to be done, and I suppose her reaction merely proves her guilt.
So she wasn't even, like, being manipulated in her sleep. She was just straight up bad. Okay. Oh, I forgot to hide the chat again. There you go. Like, she was just straight up bad. It's not even just that she wasn't doing anything wrong, she got manipulated. No, she chose this path. Okay.
I wish I could say there was no longer cause for concern. Somehow, though, I just don't think that's the case. Something about all this just isn't adding up.
It's hard to believe she was acting alone. I mean, it's not hard to believe, but I suppose.
Indeed. I would very much like to discuss this with you further, but not inside the castle. My home is past the market. If you'll give me a moment to settle matters here and check on the Duchess, I'll meet you there and we can talk.
Sure. See you soon. See you soon. Alright, let's go. Meet Sir Hughes at his house. What's this?
You! Did Sir Hughes send you to kill me?
What? Why would I want to kill you?
You're not here to... Oh, merciful Stendar! Lakana!
Sir Hughes is checking on her and he is suspicious now, isn't he?
No, she's not safe.
Hughes
is going to kill her. He's crazy. Something about his dreams. If you don't believe me, check his journal. He was writing all about it.
Crap.
First, though, untie me. I have to get back to the castle and warn Lakana.
Oh, it's Sir Hughes who is, like, stuck in dreams and stuff. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is the third week of these nightmares. Visions of Elgar Castle burning. Rites led by one of her own. A face so familiar, but I can't see clearly. I know this will happen if I don't do something. By the gods, am I a prophet now? I must be mad. I recognize the face in my dreams, the one who leads Elgar Castle to ruin. It's the Duke's new wife, Lakana. She will eventually betray us. I know this now. I have to stop this nightmare from coming true. I've asked Dame Follett to deal with the Duchess. But even she seems to have doubts. If she could only see what I've seen. Father botched the job and killed the poor food taster. I can't trust her. Too many innocents could get hurt. Only Lakana should die. King Faharajad has sent an army to our gates. My dream is coming true. By the 8th, we have to find a way to stop this. It's all clear to me now. The vision is a sign for me and me alone. I must do this myself. Divines forgive me, but this is all for all care. Okay, this guy is completely mad in his dreams. Okay. He clearly is being manipulated. Okay. Now that we know that,
She said some stranger
he went
showed
up to check
and
on the
got her
Duchess.
set
That's
loose.
no good.
She was lucky. You don't.
That is no good at all. Is she safe? Oh no. That's not good, is it?
Lakana, my friend, this can't be happening. How could she be dead?
Oh shit.
Why would someone do this? Where were the Knights of the Flame? Why weren't they protecting my wife? There must be something, anything, that will explain this. Search the castle.
Well. The body is still warm to the touch. The blade in its back bears the sigil of the Knights of the Flame. This weapon obviously belonged to Sir Hughes. Okay. She's dead.
She cannot be dead.
Okay.
This cannot be real. Lakana. You spoke with her, didn't you? What do you know of this? Tell me.
Sir Hughes.
Sir Hughes? Was he mad?
Yeah, sort
He
of.
was supposed to protect her. How will I explain this to Lakana's father? To her sister? Lakana would never hurt anyone. She was innocent. My beloved wife.
Yeah.
I don't
sucks to suck.
understand. Sir Hughes served me for so many years. Loyally. Faithfully. Why would he murder my wife?
In his dream suggested Lakana would destroy Alcar Castle.
Dreams? That maniac murdered my wife on the basis of a dream? He will die for this. You must help me find him. He's probably gone to Firebrand Keep. Please, do it for Lakana. Find Hughes and kill him.
I'll find him. It's not just that black and white though, right? Like, I'm to believe that these dreams are very realistic. And especially when parts of them actually come true in like the waking world, then you're definitely thinking that the dreams hold some truth to it. Like, he's being completely mind controlled and manipulated. Sure, he doesn't have to act on those dreams, but if they look super realistic, then I don't know, maybe. Yeah. It's not just that black and white, like, he's mad, he's gotta be killed. He wasn't completely himself. I'm not sure. And again, like I said, you don't have to act on just dreams, no matter how realistic they are. Like, the guy still realized that they were just that, dreams. The book. Huh, dream stride, right. The priests of Ramina have been masters of the art of alchemy. What's the see of their mixtures, nothing legendary. Blah blah. A single sip of this vicious liquid places the imbiber in a state known as the dream stride. This condition allows the subject to experience the dreams of another as if he's actually there. Oh, that's what we need to do. The subject becomes an integral part of the dream. To any other entities in this dream state, the subject will be mistaken for the dreamer. The subject will even find his mannerisms, speech patterns, and knowledge expanded upon. Wait, what? Okay. To an observer, after the subject has is it imbibed? I have no idea what this word is. He will appear to vanish as the subject traverses distances within the dream. He will also traverse distances in the actual world. When the Turkish effect is expired, the subject will fade back into reality in the exact location projected within the dream stride. Some dream strides have transported their subjects a few feet, and some have appeared thousands of miles from their origin in a matter of minutes. Well, that's nice. That's big travel. Interesting. Okay. I do like Fermina. I think she's cool. I won't worship her. I won't worship her, but I think she's interesting. Mongrels or paragons? Okay. Okay, let's not go that far. Let's not just call them mongrels. That's a little much, isn't it? I need to be over here. Another dame, hello.
You're looking for Sir Hughes, aren't you? Get in line! We've been waiting for him to come and clarify our orders for days. He returned all right, but mumbling incoherently. Know what that means? Just more confusion. I think Hughes has lost it.
Let's just drop this bomb on her, like, yeah, he murdered Duchess Lacana.
The Duchess is dead? Hughes killed her? Oh, for Mara's sake, I didn't think he was that crazy. I guess that explains why his orders were so confusing. Good thing we didn't march on the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle.
Good for you.
So I guess if Sir Hughes killed the Duchess then, crazy or not, the Duke is gonna want him to answer for that. I guess this means we're gonna have to find a new leader.
And where is Sir Hughes now?
He went into the keep. Sir Croix might be protecting him though. Finding Hughes may be difficult until we clear up all the confusion here. You should talk to Sir Edmund. He's just up the steps.
Okay, I'm hearing so many names. Hugh, Croix, and whoever, Edmund. Too many names all at once.
For what's right is never easy.
Hello.
If you've come to Firebrand Keep to petition for help from the Knights of the Flame, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Our leader, Sir Hughes, seems to have gone mad, and the Knights are divided over whether or not to follow his last order.
Yeah, he killed the Duchess.
This is far worse than I thought, and makes our cause all the more critical. Sir Hughes just returned to the keep, acting strangely. He's in there with Sir Croix, who is making preparations to attack the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle.
Yeah, we gotta stop him.
Indeed. Myself and these others were exiled for standing against Sir Croix, but we are too few at present to retake the keep. There are other knights in the keep who are questioning Sir Croix. Could you go in and look for those who would join us?
Okay. Okay, reunify the Knights of the Flame. I apparently have a lot of stuff to do. I did not mean to dodge roll there. Okay, this episode's going on for quite a while. That's partially my fault. I spent the first 15 minutes rambling on about my build, but I felt like at least I had to do some explaining on what we're working with. But I think this is a good stopping point. In the next episode we will probably continue on and wrap up this quest. I like how this says, some knights may attack you. Okay. Right, because I'm trying to convince people and some may not be convinced that they might attack me. That's kind of funny, like, it gives you a little warning. It's like when in RuneScape I'm playing and it says like, you might need to defeat a level whatever. Whatever. I'm like, oh okay. Thanks for the heads up, I suppose. Anyway, I think this is a good stopping point. I'm going to leave it here. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. There's a link in the description below if you want to know about the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!